Hello, Namaskar, Vanakkam. Welcome to Careers with Sudhir, where I am going to focus on an important decision that all of you, students as well as parents, need to take, especially if your child is in class 10, has just finished with the board exams or about to finish with the board exams, and you need to decide on the stream that he or she would take in class 11. It's an important decision, and I will do two videos in particular. This is the first of the two videos. In this video, I'm going to talk about the mistakes that most of us do make. Okay, so this is an attempt to ensure that you do not make the mistake that many before you have made. In the second video, I will talk in even more precise terms the career choice, the stream that you need to look at, keeping in mind the AI world that we live in. Okay, so how to choose your stream in class 11 is the topic of this particular video. Now, this is the time when students passing class 10 decide on what stream to choose. And as I said, this is where most of us make a mistake. So let's talk about the mistakes first. The first mistake is the best friend package deal. Okay, what exactly do I mean by that? The child says, my best friend is taking science, so let me also take कंपनी रहेगी, मेरे को बहुत मजा आएगा, मेरे साथ पढ़ने वाला कोई रहेगा, तो हम दोनों मिलकर या हम तीनों मिलकर या हम चारों मिलकर अच्छा कर सकते हैं, right? This kind of mistake even I have made, right? So I'm telling you from experience that this is the worst thing to do if you decide on the basis of what your best friend or best friends are deciding. Okay, because you are an individual, you are not the same as your friend. Why am I saying so? Because your friend's brain is obviously wired differently from yours. He or she may be excellent in science. You may be very good with mathematics and numbers, or maybe in humanities subject, in articulation, in communication, in subjects like history, in sociology, in literature. You are very different kind of people. But because he is taking science, she is taking science, you also end up doing the same thing. And then you feel burnt out and think, oh God, why did I take this kind of a decision? That's the worst part. I'll tell you the story of my student who was all India topper in class 10, Kanishk. She took humanities. She could have easily taken science. I mean, with a 99.8 percentage. I mean, obviously, she would have been a front runner to get a seat in the science stream. She took humanities, and then she was one of the toppers in the law college examination, entrance examination, and now she's studying law. So it is about the clarity that you have in order to pursue your path. That clarity is very important in life. Okay, so focus on your individual identity, because your friendship can still survive different classrooms, different colleges, but your grades will not survive a subject that you do not like or you are not particularly interested in. That's very important. So have that clarity in life. This is the most important trap that most students get into. The second trap is the trap of family pressure. Unfortunately, many families, many parents end up looking at the career of their child from their own prism. मैं डॉक्टर नहीं बन पाया, मैं अपने बच्चे को डॉक्टर बनाऊंगा. Please, I beg of you, do not put your child through that kind of pressure. Please remember that your sister, your elder brother are very different people from you. Okay, your parents may say, oh, Didi, commercially, look at her. She cracked the CA examination. She's doing so well. If you are not interested in reading a balance sheet, please do not go down that path. It's okay. You can love your sister, but it's not necessary that you need to follow in her footsteps. Please have that clarity of mind. Your parents may say, I am a successful doctor. Your mother is a successful lawyer. तुम भी वही बनो, आसानी होगी, हम तुमको गाइड कर पाएंगे. You may want to be a musician. Follow your heart. It's always very important to choose that career which is like your hobby, which you enjoy doing, because then your chances of success are that much more in that particular career path. Always remember this. So if you are interested in music, people may say, music में क्या है, बहुत struggle करना पड़ेगा. Struggle हर career में होता है. उसके बाद, if you are able to crack it, because you would be naturally passionate, so your work will not seem like a load. It would seem like you're continuing with your hobby. That's the best part, right? Virat Kohli loved playing. He made it his career. He made cricket his career. And so every day will not look like, अरे यार मेरे को आज 5 बजे जाके ट्रेनिंग के लिए जाना है. No, you would look forward to when it will be 5 o'clock and I can reach the coaching camp. That's the kind of enthusiasm you need to have. The third trap is the percentage trap. And I am telling you, most of you, many of you at least, will fall into this trap. You will think that, oh, I scored 90% in science. That means I must be very good with science subjects. Sorry to say, your class 10 examination, I'm sorry to burst this bubble, your class 10 examinations are a very easy kind of examination compared, listen to the sentence carefully, compared to the different examinations that you will face in the next few years of your life. At that time, when you look back at class 10, you would think this was a walk in the park. Why did I even take so much of stress? Not necessary. Which is why in many videos I say class 10 is not something to stress upon so much. You can actually, what it requires is discipline. That's what is most important to be successful and get a good score in the class 10 examination, right? So, or you think that I should take humanities because mere ko sirf 60% aaye. No, both conditions don't apply. The reality is that your class 10 marks are a measure of how much you are able to remember, recall, and your discipline, not your long-term aptitude. You can be very good with biology, but horrible in physics. You could be very good in chemistry, but horrible in history, civics, or geography, right? It does not matter. It all is about how much discipline you were and how much were you able to recall in the examination. Focus, and my advice to you is focus on your engagement time. Test this on yourself. As I said, you are a different individual. Okay. Focus on what you can study and read without being distracted by your phone for a period of 2 hours, 3 hours. That you are lost in your own world, that you don't feel the need to look at your WhatsApp and Instagram ki kisne kya likha hai. If you are able to do that, if you are able to do mathematics for 1 to 2 hours without being distracted or disturbed, trust me, that's the stream you need to follow. If you find interest in playing chess for 2 hours without looking at anything else, that is what you need to follow. So follow what your heart and mind says, not what the outside world says. Cut out this surround sound. Okay. The fourth trap is the backup plan trap. Okay. Some students, and many of us unfortunately had to take up because we didn't have that kind of options when we were at your stage in class 10. So some students end up taking science so that बाद में commerce or humanities में shift कर लेंगे, क्या पता है. It's not any kind of hierarchy, right? Even if they have no interest in science, they end up taking science for various reasons. किसी टीचर ने कहा, अरे तुम तो इतने समझदार बच्चे हो, तुमको तो साइंस लेना चाहिए. No, it does not mean that a humanities or a commerce student is any less than a science student. This hierarchy has to go. Okay. Please remember that your science in class 11, and this is something which you need to be mentally prepared for. And many students realize it only when they go into class 11. Your class 11 science is a massive jump compared to your class 10 science. Okay. तो अगर तुम्हारा दिल उसमें नहीं है, तुम्हारे को ये बहुत बड़ा बोझ लगेगा, जैसे कि मैंने इस illustration में दिखाया है. Okay. So it's always better to be a topper in humanities or a topper in commerce instead of being an average student in science. So that choice is something which you need to make. So please remember this. Fifth major trap, Sharma ji ka beta syndrome. There are some parents who will say, अरे शर्मा जी के बेटे को देखो, उसने साइंस लिया है, तुम निकम्मे, तुम आर्ट्स लोगे. As though, and arts is something to be frowned upon. My request to parents, please do not do this. Do not compare your child with anyone else in the world. Okay, so that is something. And some parents get into this log kya kahenge template. अरे लोग कहेंगे ह्यूमैनिटी आर्ट्स ली है, बेकार बच्चा, निकम्मा होगा, समझदार नहीं होगा, not very good intelligence. No, please remember that agar tumne science liya, you will have to face the 3 hours of different entrance examination. You will have to study for 8 work days, etc. Arts may you may be able to follow various other passions and improve yourself as an individual. And trust me, as I will reveal in the second video, you will realize that in this AI world that you are in, and it is going to become more and more AI world in the next 3 to 5 years, you will realize that your ability to communicate, your ability to articulate, your ability to express yourself will have much greater value than your ability to code. Okay, please remember that. Don't miss that video. Also, अगर आपके पड़ोस में कोई नागपाल अंकल या बत्रा आंटी कहती है कि नो अरे क्या ह्यूमैनिटीज ली है, आर्ट्स ली है, कॉमर्स ली है, साइंस नहीं मिली क्या, काइंड ऑफ थिंग, इट डज नॉट मैटर. योर नागपाल अंकल एंड बत्रा आंटी की क्या ओपिनियन है वो मायने नहीं रखती है. ओके, योर करियर फॉर द नेक्स्ट 35 to 40 years इज व्हाट यू नीड टू लुक एट. तो वही चुनो जिसमें आपको करने में अगले 35-40 साल इंटरेस्ट रहे. ये नहीं कि ये करो जो नागपाल अंकल या बत्रा आंटी को पसंद हो. सॉरी टू से, दैट हैज टू बी थ्रोन out of the window. It does not matter. Okay, so what you need to do is to build a clear career roadmap. Careers with Sudhir YouTube channel pe there are lots of videos full of information, no bakwas, full of information which will give you an idea about आगे चलकर क्या कर सकते हो, right? छोटे छोटे वीडियोस है, see it on 1.5x speed, then you make a career roadmap, sit with your parents, discuss with them, tell them these are the different non-traditional streams which are available, and when they see reason, they will actually support you. So please do this. Sit with your parents, discuss with them so that you can take a decision together as a family. Okay, so that is something which you can do. So I request you to share this video, subscribe to the channel, because on Careers with Sudhir, you will get many such informative videos so that you can take an informed decision about what you need to do in the next 3 to 5 years, and later on prepare the roadmap for the next 30 to 35 to 40 years of your career. Okay, all the best to you. I will see you in yet another video here on Careers with Sudhir. Tata, bye bye, namaskar.